So I'm Parani. I'm a writing, biology, and chemistry tutor at the TLC. I'm sure everyone knows the feeling of putting off an assignment because you still have one more month, a few more weeks, a few more days, and then suddenly you have a paper due tomorrow at 11:59. This is otherwise known as procrastination, or delaying or putting off tasks until the last minute, even though you know that there's going to be a negative consequence for doing that. This, for students, often manifests itself in putting assignments off in favor of instant gratification, things that are easy and don't require hard work. This false sense of security slowly morphs into that growing sense of panic when you know you have a deadline. And by the time you realize this, it feels like it's too late and it's too hard of a task to even start. So here's some steps that you can take to eliminate procrastination. So the very first step is to realize that you're procrastinating. You can't start fixing the issue until you identify what it is. Next, you need to try to find the root cause, which can often be low self-esteem, anxiety, a lack of structure, a lack of motivation, and ruminating on negative thoughts. Identifying the issue at hand can make it a lot easier to overcome. So your next step would be to break up the assignment into smaller, more manageable tasks. So if you need to write a paper, you would start by planning the outline and then writing the intro and then each body paragraph, rather than approaching the entire paper like it's one task. So your next step would be to set manageable goals and deadlines for each task and plan how long each of them is going to take, so you can figure out how you're going to get your assignment done. It often helps to have a preliminary personal deadline a few days before the actual assignment is due, so you have a little bit of wiggle room in case something goes wrong, and you need to stick to that schedule for that proper time management. So after that, you would need to eliminate distractions. So try to stay off your phone and minimize any external distractions, but also cutting back on unnecessary information and extra details that would sidetrack you. That just makes it more efficient to finish when you have that time crunch. The next and hardest step is to just start. So you can't really get around that. You just need to start writing. A way that you can do this is the 2-minute rule. So telling yourself you're only going to work for 2 minutes, which is a really short and very manageable chunk of time. Usually when you begin to work, it's a lot easier to stay in that workflow, and continuing doesn't seem as hard anymore. But if you still can't get into it, it's important to take a break and then maybe try another 2 minutes. And then the last step when you're done is to reward yourself when you finish each task and when you finish the assignment. And if all else fails and you still do have an assignment due last minute, remember that it's important to have multiple things 80% done rather than one thing 98% done. So letting go of that perfectionism and getting as much done in the time you have left is really important. Thank you for listening.